Greetings, friends and enemies, and welcome back to Art by Flan. Before I start talking about the actual piece I'm working on, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be at Anime Detour going on right now. I guess if you're watching this video when it's uploaded, I'm probably already there. I don't have a table or a booth or anything. I'm just sort of meandering around enjoying the convention. But if you happen to be there or be in the Twin Cities, that's Minneapolis, St. Paul for those who don't know, let me know. Comment on the video or hit me up on Instagram, whatever, and maybe we can meet up and hang out for a bit. I don't know. I'm going to be in a big city. There's lots of people there. Maybe some of them follow me. I have like roughly 3,000 subscribers. Maybe at least one of you's over there. But yeah, I'm just going to be hanging out there this weekend. So just let me know if you wanted to meet up or something. I don't know. I'm a nervous, shy person. I need to make some friends. We can talk about art stuff, maybe, I guess. But yeah, that's Anime Detour. August 6th. No, 6th is Friday. 7th and 8th. That's when I'll be there. I'm traveling on the 6th, so that's not a definite I'll be there, but those other 2 days I'll definitely be there. So yeah, hit me up and we can hang out and do some stuff, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. But on to the actual drawing now. I just wanted to do some self-indulgent in my comfort zone art. I don't know, I've been really working on, I mentioned it 1,000 times, that really big piece, and I've just been really, it's draining me artistically just because there's so much to it. Like, I've got the hardest parts done. Now I just need to focus on like the coloring part because the shading's done, the lines are done. It's on the back burner for now. So I did some just self-indulgent art because I wanted to, because I'm an artist and I can do those things. I can draw what I want when I want and nobody can stop me. Call the police. I drew Princess Serenity. Oh no. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. Normally when I want to draw long hair and flowy fabric, which are my favorite things to draw, I do turn to Sailor Moon. And I've been really in a Sailor Moon mood because I went to see the final stage musical in theaters. They had a special like movie version showing of it across the United States, and it came to one of my local theaters and I went to see it, and I was so excited and I loved it, and so I wanted to watch the other ones, which I have been doing. I watched the older ones from the 90s a long time ago. I want to rewatch them because I don't remember them very well, but I'm really loving the newer ones, the ones they released in just here the last five or so years, I guess. And it just brings a whole new energy, a new feeling to the story and the characters, and they're really fun. If you get a chance to watch them, I definitely recommend it. But so I drew Princess Serenity because I wanted to, and I drew her kind of fat because I also wanted to. Because again, you can't arrest me. It's not illegal. Try and stop me, friend. I'll do it again. I'll do it to all of the favorite characters. I'll draw them all fat. Stop me. But yeah, I wanted it to be long and flowy and light and all pastel-y and stuff, and so that's what I did. I have a lot of footage. Like, I always, the line art and the shading are the steps I have the most footage of, because they're just so easy to record. Like, it's literally just, it goes on in the background while I work on this monotonous part. And I always have way too much footage of it, and I always get so frustrated with myself, because it's like, nobody wants to see this part. This is not the cool part. The colors and the rendering are the cool part. Those are what people want to see. But without fail, every time I go to edit a video, I have little to no footage of the coloring and rendering part, and tons of the line art and shading. So I try to make those parts as short as possible, but sometimes it's just not possible. That ends up being the meat and potatoes of the video, which I don't like, and I'm gonna work on that. Trust me, I'm gonna try and put more of the fun stuff in. And I guess the reason I tend not to record that part is because it's a lot of experimenting until I find what I like for, like, you know, rendering and backgrounds and stuff like that. So I tend not to record that, or don't think about it, or I put it down, I stop recording and I put the piece away for the night, and I come back and I just start fiddling with it and forget to press record. You know, that whole thing. Being a YouTube artist is hard, guys, because you gotta remember to record instead of just doing stuff. Listen to me, whining. But yeah, I'm just working on the shading now. There's really not a lot to say about this particular piece. Like I said, it's very self-indulgent, very just what I wanted to draw. This will be a print available in my shop. I have a link to my store, Envy store, down in the description below. I definitely recommend you check that out, because this will be available as a print when this video goes up. So if you really like it and you want to put it on your wall in a varying degree of sizes, you can absolutely do that. It'll be available in, what is it? 5x7, 8.5 by 11, and 11 by 17 sizes. So if you wanted a nice poster size, you could get that, or if you just wanted like a sheet out of a notebook, you can have that as well. Or if you just want a little 5x7 to frame, put nicely on your desk. I don't know, but yeah, I'll definitely have all of those, and you definitely should check out my shop for all the other stuff I have available. I have a couple of originals for sale. My originals are kind of funky. They're not the cool, like, watercolor pieces and Copic marker doodles that everybody else can have, because I don't really do a lot of, like, individual sheet drawings. These are stuff I've done on my sketchbook that I really liked, that I thought people might really like, so those are for sale. I have a Sailor Moon one of that, actually, and I also, like I said, other prints. I have some stickers available, and so yeah, if you're interested in any of that of my art, you should definitely go and check out my store. If there's a piece of mine you like that's not available in the store, send me a message, and maybe I could print it up for you if you would like that. And you can get a fun print in the size of your choice of that piece if you like it. But yeah, like, that's... I worked really hard putting that together, and I'm so happy that it's up and running, and I'm really, really proud of it. I got a new printer, and so I was able to, a nice wide format printer that I was able to print my own prints. I could also get a really good deal having them professionally printed, but right now I don't have enough to justify buying in bulk, so without having to store them and it being, so print on demand from home is just fine for the stuff I have right now. Oi, it's like, just not a lot to talk about with this piece. I probably said that already, but who wants to hear me ramble on for almost 10 minutes? Which is another thing I've noticed. I find myself skipping through videos when it's just somebody like talking and there's not a topic, and it's like, well, I do videos like that. Why would I not watch other people's videos do the exact same thing I do and then expect people to watch mine? So I try to keep my videos shorter. I know nobody wants to hear 15 minutes of me rambling, and I don't think I have enough to ramble about 15 minutes in a video like this. So I try to keep them on the 10-minute side, because I feel like that's a good length of me just talking and just actual footage of the art. But I wish I had more like topics. I could make myself come up with topics to talk about and these kind of things. We don't have to focus on the art, especially when it's a simpler piece like this. Oh, so this is interesting. I went into Photoshop, obviously, because I've been using Clip Studio Paint and Photoshop in tandem, because Photoshop is like my crutch. And I changed up the hues on the shading like I do, but then I started to do the overshades, that more detailed rendering, and I was finding it was really frustrating to do in Photoshop. To select the individual strands to get those shadings in there, I had to take multiple extra steps, and it was just really time consuming. So I eventually dumped it all and went back into Clip Studio Paint, as you can see here, and I'm just finding more and more reasons to love Clip Studio Paint every single day. The selection process is easy. I don't have to go to 14 different menus to use it. And call me a noob, but I finally figured out where the soft brushes were. I kept looking under like the pen and the pencil. They're under the spray can. Duh, Danny, obviously. So Clip Studio Paint noob didn't know where the soft brushes were, but I found those, and I found that just selecting and doing individual things in Clip Studio Paint is so much easier, and the more I use it, the more familiar I get with it, and the more it becomes my main go-to program for art. I still do things in Photoshop, obviously, but I'm definitely doing more and more in Clip Studio Paint, which makes me happy, because when I started really looking into this program, I really wanted to love it, and I really am. I knew that looking at it and using it, it was just a program that suited all of my needs. And when you find that program, you just never want to let it go, which is what I thought Paint Tool Sci was. Because when I first started doing digital art, it was strictly Photoshop. I put all my time and energy into learning Photoshop, and I did. Like, I don't know every tip and trick, but I've been using it for a lot of years. And then when I discovered Paint Tool Sci, I was like, I don't really want to give up Photoshop. It's kind of like my thing. And so I eventually segued into just using both. Never completely phasing out Paint Tool Sci, and now I'm completely phasing out Photoshop. Now I'm considering almost completely phasing out Photoshop for Clip Studio Paint. But here's the finished piece. Like I said, if you want a print of it, it's available in my shop. A special shout out to my patrons over on Patreon, Parsvale and Adri Scribbles. You guys are amazing. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.